Welcome back everybody to another live stream repair. We've got two HomePods, one with, let's see, one has a power issue and the other one may have a logic board issue. Not too sure yet, we're gonna find out. We've also got this flip cam that doesn't turn on, and we're going to try to get the data off of this at the very least, if not get it fully working again for them. So let's get started. Not sure which one's which yet, so let's go ahead and plug in the first one here. And it's got no power. And we're pulling about 3 watts, 4 to 3 watts from the wall. What about this one? All right, that one's turning on. I'm going to take a guess that that is a bricked HomePod. It's probably got blinking volume buttons. Yep, there it is. So, let's take care of the one with no power first. And then we'll see if a good logic board gets this one going again. All right. Let's start by taking that lid off. Hello, welcome back to another stream. Hope your day has been good so far. Oh yeah, of course. I found an amplifier, like just an already pre-built amplifier. It's just big enough that fits inside of here. Showing up today. I'm gonna try to shove into one of these and see how well it works. It's already got AirPlay and Bluetooth built into it. You just need to give it 24 volts in the connections to the speaker. Trying to get the lighting right here. That looks good. Jeff, what's up? Welcome back. Alright, no reason to believe our woofer is in bad shape, but we'll go ahead and check anyways. Pretty good. No, there's nothing you can swap, unfortunately. They made sure to make them just different enough to really not be able to move anything between the two generations. They actually use a different number of screws holding the subwoofer in on the second gen, and it's just barely shaped different enough. Now without 3D printing your own adapter parts to make everything physically fit. And then you gotta, think about how do you electrically connect everything. Not gonna happen. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot that they changed. I don't know if you ever had a chance to watch our teardown of the second gen HomePod, but if you search on our channel, you'll find we did a teardown the day that they were launched. Or more should I say released. Yeah, literally nothing will swap. Not even a single screw. I looked. I tried. But we do a fair bit of comparisons on the insides in our second gen teardown live stream. So you'd be able to see exactly why things won't just swap over. Pretty cool to see the inside of it though. It's like they basically made a big mini. Whereas the first gen HomePod is more like its own design in materials. Yeah, they didn't want us stealing second gen parts and making the first gens work. That's my conspiracy theory. Alright, what have we got? $1748K, there it is again. A 1 and 2 and a chickaboom a chick. Not my best. There we go. Let's cool this off real quick. Okay, let's plug this into our test woofer. Get some brains on it. And we'll see if it works. Oh, there we go. So it sounds like we've got an excellent offset, an excellent sound, an excellent bass. This is ready to put back together. Ooh, these drawstrings can be a nightmare. It's not really critical to wrap them up properly or pretty. Just tuck them away, but we try to make it pretty. Alright, I need a drink before we close this up. Excuse me. Did we do it? Yes, we did.
I'm having trouble connecting.
Beautiful. Now, let's take a look at the other one. We know what's wrong with it. We already tested it. And we know what it needs most likely to fix it up. We'll go ahead and do our due diligence here and open it up, see what all it does need. And then I don't know if Mike is still here with us and watching, but we'll give them their options. Okay, he is. Cool. So, I do have a small amount of good logic boards that we can use to offer repairs to people with, bricked HomePods. It's unfortunately not as cheap as any of our other repairs. I haven't added it to the website yet, but we'll go ahead and see if this is a logic board issue. I don't think it is actually, because look at this. Not in this particular case, because I don't know if you can see that crack right there. That is definitely definitely cracked. So if we are uber duper super lucky here, this just needs a new display. So, Mike, I'm not sure where you got this HomePod from, if you owned it while it was perfectly functioning and at some point it did brick itself, or if you bought it broken. But for this, if you bought it broken, I would assume that this is damaged probably because somebody dropped it. Or perhaps maybe it was just bad luck in shipping to me, and it has nothing to do with the root issue. It is taking a good minute to boot up, so I'm not feeling too optimistic here. Damn. Okay. So we know it's not the display, even though we found a damaged one. Let's go ahead and get the logic board out and put a good one in there and see if it behaves then. You got it broken from someone. Okay. So my guess is, since the display, putting a good display on here didn't fix it, what probably happened was it bricked itself at some point, and then it was probably just neglected because of that. And then at some point it made its way to you. So if all this needs is a new logic board and display, it's not, unfortunately, I hate it. It's not cheap, but it is the cheapest option. We can replace the logic board with another good one for $100, but that does come with a 12-month guarantee. So if anything goes wrong with that logic board for the next 12 months, even if it does brick itself, we'll replace it again. And then, of course, if this needs new filters and a diode too, that's included. We won't charge any extra for that. Let's go ahead and see if this works with a good logic board. If you don't want to get this repaired, you can trade this in for a discount on the repair for your other HomePod. That would be $60 off, and that's essentially the whole repair for free on that other HomePod. And you would just need to pay for return shipping on it, and then of course the Steam Deck too, and you'd be out the door. Let's see if this works with a logic board before we get too excited. I'm fully expecting this to be it, though. Beautiful. Okay. And I don't hear any popping either, so the last thing I want to find out, now that we know it needs a new logic board and display, I want to see if it needs a new diode to prevent the power issue and new filters to prevent death farts. And again, if you wanted to pay for the logic board repair, I wouldn't charge you any more to do anything else this needs. So let's go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and mark that so we don't lose track of it. We don't want a bricked board get mixed up with our good boards. Okay, Mike says let's go for it, so we're going for it. Let's carry on our way and see if this needs anything else. Also want to check the subwoofer while we're here, see if it needs to be replaced. Unlikely. But better safe than sorry. Mike gets a replacement logic board. And I do have a few more for everybody else out there, minus this with 13.1, and I've got one other with OS 11 on it. Those two are off limits, but I've got a small number of good logic boards if anybody is absolutely looking for that bricked repair. I'll update the website in the next day or so you guys have that info up and out there. Unfortunately, it's the same story though. You got to get your hands on a good logic board and just swap it out. Subwoofer. Excellent shape. Almost forgot to sniff it. Okay. And then what date code do we have on our power diode? We have got 1726K. I'll see if I can't get you guys to see that. There you go, 1726K. So our Schottky diode is of no concern. One last check, we need to see if this has any DC offset, if it needs new filters or not. I would be pretty surprised if it did. But while that's booting up, I'm gonna go grab another drink, so keep an eye on that for me, guys, would ya? Okay, so we've got a beautiful offset of 0. Doesn't get much better than that. Okay. Well, let's button this up with some good functioning parts and get Mike his stuff back. Nice and sealed up. Oh, and before I forget, I want to mark their broken display too, so I don't mix that up. We're now missing the good logic board. I had 2 of them. Oh, here we go. All right, moment of truth. Oh, there we go. All right, I factory reset these good boards so that way we would have an immediate response as to whether they're working or not. There you go. We'll be sure to set this up, make sure it's fully up to date, and test it overnight to be sure that it is A-OK good to go before sending these back to Mike. But otherwise, he is fixed up and good to go. That brings us to our final repair today. The flip cam. Let's go ahead and pull up RN's email here. Nope, not RN. It was Leon. Okay. This is Liam's flip cam with absolutely no power. We've tried plugging it in, they've tried plugging it in. They actually have already replaced the battery, and they said it lit up a little bit before turning back off again. So, from the sounds of it, could just be something as simple as a bad USB port here, or something more complicated like a short or dead charge IC. At the very least, we need to be able to get this to turn on so they can recover their data. At best, I would like to restore functionality to this thing, so let's see what we can do for it. This is going to be more of an exploratory video and less of a we're going to get it fixed here and now kind of thing, because this is our first time working on one of these, let alone ever honestly holding one or seeing one in person. I've always had friends that have had theirs, but, well, I wouldn't call them friends, more like the popular kids. I saw them from a distance. Anyways, we're going to tear this apart and see what we're dealing with. We need a fine tip Phillips to start off. Go ahead and finally ditch that T6. Goodness. Got 2 screws on the bottom here. And then this should just pop right off. Oh! Yes, sir. We don't need no pry tools. The pioneers didn't have pry tools. Gotta be careful, we've got a ribbon cable attached there. Let's go ahead and... Nope, unplugged from both ends. Very nice. Okay. And then I believe we should probably get this display out of the way. Looks like we've got a handful of Phillips screws to get through to get this board out. So let's just take out everything we can see. Sounds like that baby's awake. She's gonna get mom if she doesn't go back to sleep. Oh, we got one more right here. And we're free. Almost. Wow, that's intense. Oh, poor baby. That is such a sad little baby. Oh. Mom's gonna get her, don't worry, guys. Okay. Okay. You just gotta finagle it a bunch and it'll come out. Do we have any power LEDs to let us know if this is working? I do notice different color wires here for the old and replacement battery. I wonder if they're even the right battery. Okay, USB port is plugged back in. See, what's weird is both of these batteries are kind of like puffy. Where's the other one? Oh, it's in here. Let's go ahead and get it out. They're both rated for 3.7 volts. This just says that it's oh, I recognize that brand. Cameron Sino. I think I've gotten their brand batteries to replace my HP touchpad batteries. So what may be going on with this is, again, much like my HP touchpad, it's possible that the charge circuit for this requires battery power to function. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but basically, if the battery gets dead enough, it won't have enough power to turn the charger on to... It's stupid, but it's a problem it's a very common problem with HP touchpads. And it very well may be the same thing with these, where the people let the battery die or run too flat, and when they plug it into power, it doesn't charge because there isn't enough juice in the battery to power the charge circuit. It's so stupid. So first thing I want to see is, since this doesn't appear to turn on with either battery, I want to check the voltages on both of these and also make sure that this is actually wired the same as the original, because yeah. So we're in DC voltage mode. Let's go ahead and check the original battery that they pulled out and replaced. Bullocks. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Let's go ahead and stick some cheater leads in there. Yeah, that didn't. It's not gonna work. Okay. Screw it. Here's what we're gonna do. There we go. Does this battery have voltage? Oh no, it does not. That battery is roasted. What about this battery? Positive and negative. We've only got 0.8 volts on this battery. So that's probably still, this seems like the same scenario as the touchpad where the battery is too dead for it to kick the charger on. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pump 3 volts into this. And we're gonna do that with that thing.
No, don't. Sorry, I don't want to be on camera.
Okay, fine. That will allow us to spit out DC voltage. So we're gonna do that to this guy here. See if it turns on or not. I'm almost done. Like 5 or 10 minutes. Baby chow.
Gotta go sit down.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I've just got some wire here. Well, it's enamel coated, so, it's not going to short things out as we knock it around. It's only going to be conductive where we melt the insulation. That's what that red stuff is on this wire. People use this often for trace wires, but this stuff, it's so cheap, and it's just what I had sitting around here, so we're going to use it. And what we are going to do is very simply just power up that desktop power supply there, which just spits out any amount of DC voltage that we ask it. And we're going to inject what this battery is rated for, 3.7 volts, through the battery socket into this board and see if it is simply just a matter of a battery that's just too dead. I'm just burning the enamel coating off the end of it, so we've got a nice conductive surface on the ends. This is the only wire I've got sitting around, otherwise I'd use just straight up wire. I know I should have some of that stuff sitting around, whatever. I'll get to it. It smells like burning the stuff off smells like almost like insulin or Lysol. Weird. Is it conductive? Yep. And no, apparently for this one. Let's try again. Okay. We've got some trace wires connected to our power supply. Let's power the power supply. Balls. Let's set our voltage to 0. 0 and 0. Am I doing this right? We're pulling 0.6 amps. I think we should connect a display now. Okay, display connected, power back on. Okay. Not getting any signs of life from this yet, so we'll need to play with this some more, but we are unfortunately all out of time. So, we will get to the bottom of this. If you guys enjoyed this content and you want to see more of it, go ahead and encourage us by leaving us a like. If you don't, discourage us by leaving a dislike. We'll know, we'll see it, we'll find you, and we'll ask why. If you're looking for more info on doing your own HomePod repairs, we've got that info all up on our website at nixfix.com under Common Issues. If you want to get your stuff fixed for you, I've got my contact info also up on my website under the mail address. Last but not least, we've got some HomePods and parts for sale under the shop link. Again, website nixfix.com. And that's all I've got for you here now. So I hope you all enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next one.